Be the change you want to see. I don't know if you remember back in the day when crack really started hitting the scenes. Some of our communities went through a tough time where crime really was on the rise. The boys were going to jail. People was making money, but they also was losing a lot more than they were gaining because this is how it affected our community as a whole. And what I realized was that my parents, even though I did not agree at the time, I must say that, but they took a stance on being the change in our community that they wanted to see. Not saying they did it all by themselves, but they went as far to helping to start an after-school program for those who need assistance with their homework at a local church. Then they also went to the YMCA and built relationships with them where they got kids involved in sports such as baseball, softball, basketball, swimming, and just got a lot of different involvement to keep us off the street. And then they also challenged the landlord to fix the place up, to go as far as making sure that we had a place that looked suitable and was a safe place to live in. And then they also collabed with the police department and security to help get the crime out of our communities. And I say that because you can be the answer to a lot of your situations that you see that you don't like, but you first have to get involved.
If I want others to be better, I must be better. If I want my loved ones to change, I must be that change. If I want my kids to become a certain way, I must live that way. I must be that example. Not tell them how to be, but be that person. If I want them to be kind to others, I must be kind to others. If I want them to live fully as themselves and not wear any mask to fit in with others, I must be that person, free from fear of judgment and live as I wish to live. If I want them to be giving, I must be giving. Giving of my time, giving of my love, my spirit, my presence. If I want them to be healthy, I must live healthy in every area. If I expect others to be grateful, I must be grateful first. I must show my gratitude. If I want others to live the life they want to live, I must set that example by loving the life that I live. If I want other people to make happiness and love a priority in their lives, I must make happiness and love a priority in my own life. If I expect others to be kind, I must be kind. I must be compassionate. If I expect others to listen and be understanding, I must listen, and really try to understand. I do expect all these things, so I will live as all these things.
There will be a voice telling you that you'll be wasting your time and wasting your energy and wasting your effort. I say don't listen to it. Listen to that still small voice that says, I can do something, and I ought to do it. We ought to do it. Disraeli said this: nothing can resist the will of a people that will stake even their existence on the extent of their purpose for good. I strongly believe that all of us have some work to do, that each one of us showed up to do something, that each one of us showed up to contribute something to life, and that if we don't do it, it will not be done. Be it that you want to help and contribute to youth or do something for the homeless, whatever you want to do, if you get up in the morning out of a sense of ought-ness and decide that I am an opening for the universe, that life can work through and use me as a channel and as an instrument for change.
If it bothers you, you have been called to help fix. So many times we say, man, I wish somebody else would do or fix this situation. You don't always have to know how to do it. Sometimes you need to know who to call, because you don't have to know how to fix your car, but you just need to know who to call. And that's the same thing with a lot of situations that we're facing. We just don't want to turn a deaf ear to it, but we may just have to face it and say, what can I do to play my part in helping to solve this situation? And so now that you know who to call, the next thing is to know what you need to do once you call them. because you may not have to be the one started from scratch, but you may need to help volunteer somewhere within, meaning that you may have skill in administration. So guess what? You may just need to play a part within that, or whatever your skill set is. So you got to be willing to go to bat to help in that space. And so now that you have joined the team, you have to be willing to do the work. That is most of the time with the problems sometimes can lie, because we want it to always come easy. Sometimes we have to make the sacrifices to get the job done. And so if we want to see it to come to fruition, we have to be in position to do our part. And that means being willing to make the necessary sacrifices to make it happen. So once we know who we need on that team, now we need to know that we are capable to do our part. And once we do that, it may not happen tomorrow, but guess what? In time, it will come to pass. You will definitely see that what you're aiming for to make a difference in the lives of those who you position yourself to help. Be great. We'd love for you to watch this next episode, because if you like this one, it's only gonna get better. Be great.